Digital advertising has always been well appreciated for its tracking capabilities. And generally that measurement has been around impressions, clicks, and as we got into video, views and completed views. But video is really all about brand advertising. And brand advertisers need metrics that go beyond just those quantitative measures. And generally they do that by using surveys to ask people questions and measure brand lift. And they usually use a control and expose methodology. So they serve a survey to people who saw their ad and a survey to the person who didn't. And they compare the responses and see if they got a change in perception, whether that's driving more brand awareness, more consideration for their brand, and ultimately, hopefully, more purchase intent for their brand. And so what we're launching today is BrandSights. BrandSights is the first targetable brand survey tool that's built into a media buying platform. And so what we're trying to do is make brand advertising more accountable and making that measurability much more simple. And so any of our clients can now easily set up a survey in conjunction with their video campaign and serve that survey to the people who saw their video ad and to a survey to people who didn't see the video ad on the same media that the campaign ran on. So we can take that survey and target it to specific audiences, specific geographies, specific sites, and really measure to an extreme granular measure the type of responses people are getting across those different media. The surveys are created right in the tool. So we work with our clients, or our clients can do it on their own, log into the tool, create a set of 1 to 5 questions with multiple choice answers. The types of questions vary considerably depending on what people are trying to measure. So if it's brand awareness, a question would typically be like, when you think of a luxury car maker, which brands are you aware of? And you can go down the list with different types of questions depending on what type of metric you're trying to get insight on. The surveys are served inside 300 by 250 display banner ads. And so what we do is we run a video campaign, we cookie people who see the video ads, and then we retarget them with surveys later on the same media, but usually several days later. And then those survey results are measured in real time, and we can understand on what sites, in what geographies, and to what audiences brand lift is really being driven, and refine the campaign based on those results. One interesting example is for a theatrical company, a studio company, and they wanted to understand the intent to see for a new movie premiere they were launching in a couple weeks. And they wanted to understand that intent to see by geography. And so we served the same survey, but we segmented it by serving it to people in New York, to people in LA, and then to people nationwide. And then that way we could understand how the intent to see differed by those geographies. And it turned out there was a much lower intent to see in New York than there was either nationwide or LA. And that studio company was able to refine how they allocated their media dollars to specific regions based on that information.